Hello, guys, and welcome back. You are watching the Camera 64 podcast, and I am your host, as always, coming to you from San Antonio, Texas. Today, guys, I am going to be watching this video as I speak. This is a shoot that we recently did this past weekend at the McNay here in San Antonio, Texas, which is about maybe 4 or 5 miles north of downtown San Antonio. And this was a shoot for a quinceanera that's coming up, and happens to be Avery. And we're having a good old time here at the McNay. As you can see, my son is also shooting the video for her quinceanera. What he is shooting is actually going to be used for her video once it's completed because they hired us for both photos and video. Her dress was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. She's well made up too. And as this video rolls up here a little bit more, you're going to see her friend Jenna, which is another quinceañera that we did recently, whose mom happens to be a friend of mine from high school. And she went ahead and joined Avery on this shoot because Avery was a little nervous, which is pretty normal. Most quinceañera girls, when they go on photo shoots, can get nervous because it's something that's out of the ordinary. You don't walk around. It's like a guy who never wears a suit, right? And you put him in a suit and he just doesn't know how to act. And so I definitely understand that the girls get nervous, and here we are talking to her about that nervousness and trying to get her to relax. One of the things I do like to do to get the girls to kind of relax is I'll ask them to take a deep breath and then do a laugh out loud picture. And usually I will sample that for them so that way if they see me being silly, then chances are they might start to get silly too. So I didn't do that in this case, but sometimes I will. It just depends on the mood, the situation. So on this particular shot right here, I'm trying to get that big tree behind her. There's a really nice, very old tree. You can kind of see it right there. And I'm getting the entire tree in the background, and I'm just lighting her. And just for reference, guys, so that you're aware, my camera that I'm shooting with is the R6 Mark II, and I am interchanging lenses here with my son. So he has the 85 Samyang 1.4, and I've got the RF 24 to 105, which is a lens that I always talk about enjoying. I really do enjoy the 24 to 105 for just about everything, and that's what I'm using here. But we are swapping out and changing out just so he gets different looks on his photos. But yeah, so there's her mom, and there's Jenna and her mom. So it's always nice to have people come along and cheer you on. Definitely can kind of rub off. Oh, and also her godmother, I believe that was with her. And there's my son trying to figure out what he's going to do next. And the actual footage that you're watching here was shot by my daughter-in-law, and I told her I was very, very straightforward, I guess. I told her, just record this like an old home movie, nothing too steady. Just hold the camera at the bottom and kind of look through the viewfinder. Take a whole bunch of short clips, and we'll just put it together and make a video. And that's what we did here. And I have to say that I really do like the way this looks. It's got an old-timey feel to it. And just so you know, it's a Canon. The actual model is the Canon DC 320, and it actually records to the mini DVDs. I don't know if y'all remember those, but the mini DVDs. And then it's kind of not a really tough transition to get this onto your computer, but it is definitely lengthy. You definitely thank yourself that things are the way they are. Recording to an SD card is so much easier to work with versus getting this off of a DVD. Definitely there's some things you gotta consider. Time to transfer those files is definitely one of those things. Her hair was beautiful, by the way. And here she just wanted to work in her baseball and her glove and her in her ball. So I just had her toss the ball here so that we could get some shots. They came out fantastic. The McNay is a nice building. If you've never been there before, it's definitely a museum you want to visit. They've got all kinds of nice displays set up there. Definitely paintings as well as sculptures and some other stuff. It has been a while since I've been in there, but it's absolutely a must visit. And the funny thing is that every time I come here, and I always remind people, I said, this museum actually used to be somebody's private residence. And it's just amazing that somebody could be that rich. I mean, but absolutely, this was somebody's residency. And I don't know the entire story, but I know that her husband passed away first, and she stayed with a fortune. And the story is, as far as I've heard, is she didn't have any children, so she went ahead and donated it because she was an art collector herself, and so she had quite a bit of art and statues already in her residence, and she donated it to the city with the idea that they had to continue to maintain the property as well as make it into a museum. And have art displayed year round. So that's the thing, and also making the grounds available. So at this particular place, there were I think a total of 4 or 5 quinceañeras in the time we were there. So for quinceañeras, this location does get busy, but it's great because a lot of the tourists are not outside, unlike some of the other popular spots here in San Antonio, which is always great. Because you can see that there's not a lot of people around, and if you're kind of relaxed, you can actually get some shots without anybody behind you. So it'll make the area look like she's there by herself. Well, I hope you're liking this video. If you have, give us a thumbs up. It's been fantastic. We've had a couple of people sign up and subscribe. That's amazing, guys. I cannot tell you. I think we're up like 10. Which is huge to me, right? We went from adding one a couple of weeks ago, and we've added 10 in just a couple of weeks, which is fantastic, guys. If you're liking this video, please give me an interaction, give me a thumbs up, and even better, give me a comment, anything. Tell us anything. If our videos are good, let us know. If they're not good, let us know. But that's going to be our video for today. I hope you're enjoying it. You take care. This is Alfonso Chavez.